Okay, so here we are, postnatal session number 1, and as you can see, I've got my little assistant here, so we'll see how we get on. It's only going to be really short because as mums we all know that we don't have a whole lot of surplus time on your hands, so we're going to keep it short and succinct. So this session is really designed for the kind of maybe first few weeks after giving birth, when you feel up for it. It's really gentle. Elijah's now a month old, so this is sort of 4 weeks postpartum. And my little bit on the background of my birthing or birth experience, I had everything from a 36-hour labour with the intention of just having gas and air maybe and water birth, to actually having pathogen, epidural and a C-section, so I had the whole lot. But actually it was a really positive experience, and as you can see we're doing really well. So to start with, we're going to do a little bit of pelvic floor work. Now ideally, how much should you do? If you've got a chance and if you feel up for it, every day, but I haven't even done it every day. So every other day, once a week, anything is better than nothing. So you can do it with your little one, or if you've got a helpful partner who's understanding, you can get them to look after them. So starting down on your back, feet and knees hip width apart, and to gently find your pelvic floor, which mine seems a little bit non-existent anymore. Find the bony bits of your hips. Take the fingers in an inch and down an inch, and all I want you to do, starting with your back passage, almost trying to close your back passage, coming up into your middle passage, feeling that tension underneath the fingers, and relax. Again, doing that a couple of times, tensing, feeling that tension under the skin, not bulging, just a nice gentle activation, relaxing, turning on and off. This time we're going to do it with the breath, taking a breath in. Exhale, switching on, tightening and relaxing. So really important that you switch off as well as switching on. So switching on, holding, switching off. We're going to do it a few more times, this time holding a little bit longer, breathing with it. So taking a breath in, exhale, tightening, holding, breathing in and out. Keeping that tension, holding, my little friend, holding and relaxing. So just doing that a couple of times, holding that longer contraction, and do 2 or 3 breaths in and out. So next one, we're going to combine a little bit faster movement. We're going to breathe in, exhale, tighten, inhale, exhale, tighten. So we're switching on, off, really fast tightening, maybe up to 10 times. So we're going to switch on, switch off, switching on, switch off, switch on and off, going up to 10. How are we doing, my boy? Hey. Alright, next little couple, we're going to integrate adding in a few lower abdominal work. So I just want you to feel for your kind of Diastasis Recti, just above your belly button, on your back. I'm going to show you. With 2 fingers, if you attempt to do a naughty sit-up, you're not doing a sit-up, but you're just going to gently lift your head, neck and shoulders off, so those abdominals tense, and you can kind of feel that little gap, because your abdominals naturally pull apart in pregnancy to make room for little one. And with a couple of fingers, just see if you can feel how big that gap is. Mine's about 2 fingers. I can sort of fit 2 fingers in. You can feel above and below, but usually above is where you want to feel, above the belly button. And so as we do a few more sort of lower abdominals, pelvic floor, gentle work, that will naturally start coming back together, but we can also help it, give it a helping hand along the way. So this time, we're going to engage those pelvic floor muscles, have that activation, and then we're going to tighten those lower abdominals and relax. So you can't really see that I'm doing anything, you're just going to have to trust that I'm doing it and try and do what I'm saying, not what you're seeing, okay? Because you're not seeing a lot. Engaging pelvic floor muscles, tightening those lower abdominals, shouldn't be hardening. If I was to activate my abdominals, you can see there's doming going on there. Hey, my boy. So switching on and activating those deeper abdominals, switching off. A couple more. And I'll show you a little way to integrate babies, either in this one if he gets more grizzly, or in the next one. Okay, our next little one, we're going to switch on pelvic floor muscles, deep abdominals, and then we're going to do some pelvic tilts. We're going to tilt back and relax. Switch on pelvic floors, deeper abdominals, a few pelvic tilts. So you're just feeling it again. You can keep the hands in that position if you want to, from the bony bits of the hips in an inch, down an inch, and you can feel if you're engaging. Okay, next little one, relax the arms. We're still going to engage the pelvic floor muscles, engaging those deeper abdominals, and we're going to float one knee to the side and back. Other knee to the side, keeping the pelvis nice and still. Imagine you've got little spotlights shining up to the ceiling, and so we're just beginning to build that stability around the pelvis. Again, you can do 8 or 10 either side. Okay, we've got one more to do. One more. Think you can hold on that long? Maybe? Alright, in fact, in the last one I'll show you a way you can introduce little one. So, building on those abdominals, really important with our last one, that we don't see any doming or bulging from the abdominals. Because if I just try and sit up now, you can see doming, bulging, some lovely rolls going on, that excess skin still there. So, keeping an eye on the tummy, you're going to engage, same as before, pelvic floor muscles, deeper abdominals, taking a breath in. Exhale, you're going to glide the rib cage down, coming up. That tension stays nice and level in the tummy and relaxing. So there shouldn't be any doming going on there whatsoever. If you find you need to support underneath the head, you can use one hand. So with little one, let's see how this goes. Come here, my boy. You can actually perch them on you so they can have a bit of a view. You can hold them with one hand, or if they're a bit bigger than this one, you could, and they're stable enough, just let them stay. But I'm going to hold with one hand, and you're going to scoop up, making sure abdominals aren't doming, and relaxing. Exhale, tightening pelvic floor muscles, and relaxing. And if you want to, you can stay up, again, making sure we're not doming, and do some little pulses. Breathing in and out. Nice and slowly, nice and gently. What do you think? You don't know what to think, do you? Again, support underneath the head if you need to. If you find it's too much for the neck, hold underneath the head. A couple more. But if you're finding the abdominals are doming, give it a rest. So this one's the kind of one we build up to. If you've got it and you can keep those abdominal muscles nice and relaxed, nice and flat, and you're working those deep abdominals, you can come up. Remember, it's not too high. You're not trying to do a sit-up. Alrighty. So we are there, and don't do what I did, just try and rock up. But you know what? You're a mother, and sometimes we have to do things for our little ones. What did you think? You do good? So there's just a few little ones for you to think about doing, and actually you don't need the video once you've done them once or twice, and you can kind of make them up as you go along. Oh, are you sad it's finishing? Are you? So thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully produce another postnatal one that you can actually integrate a little bit more with this one, or if they're napping you can do it then, but you'll probably need a bit of sleep then too. So well done. Oh, pardon you. Thank you for watching. Take care. Feel free to subscribe and see more videos. Bye.